Hey, you got Justin here, and if you're watching this video, you are looking for a way to get video ideas and make money on YouTube without showing your face. If that's the case, you're in the right place. And it's on this channel that we talk about social media marketing and how to go from a newbie to making a full-time income online. So if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to this channel for the latest updates. Now, today what we're going to be doing is focusing on another channel that you can build without showing your face. And this is a successful one. It's called Mr. Luxury. And the coolest part about Mr. Luxury is it makes a whopping $17,000 per month approximately from their AdSense account. And the reason why I can approximate towards this 17 versus this 1.1 is because anything that has to do with money has a higher CPM. And why do they have a higher CPM? Very simply, people who are in make money opportunities have money to spend because they have typically higher price products that they're selling, especially if they're selling on YouTube. If you're actually watching this and I'm monetized at this, when I get monetized at this point, you'll probably see an advertisement for Make Money Online. So the key is when you're picking a niche, pick a niche that has a high monetization probability. And the way you can figure that out is simply who are the advertisers, who would be advertising on this page. And for Mr. Luxury, it's pretty clear. People make money online offers, but not just make money online. You have high-end type brands that maybe like Restoration Hardware would be a great company to advertise for this. Why? Because Restoration Hardware's couches are like $2,000, $5,000, right? So they can afford to spend more money on an advertisement. Okay, well, that being said, you can see that this page is roughly doing this, and we're using Social Blade for this stat. Okay, so what would I do if I was going to be starting this channel from scratch? First thing, as I always do, is I go to my vidIQ, and vidIQ is a service that doesn't come with your YouTube channel. It's a paid service outside of YouTube that integrates with your whatever browser that you're using. I'm using Chrome, but if you're using Firefox, it's the same case. You simply download it. It costs about $10 a month, and it's worth every penny, and I'll show you why. Okay, so what most people do, they simply go here. If you didn't have vidIQ, you would have to sort by, go to most popular. And that's fine, and that's definitely a way to go about it, because you'll definitely get to see what's trending up. So this right here, or not trending up, but which has the highest amount of views. And right now you can see this has 7.5 million views, and it was 1 year ago. The problem is, if it's 1 year ago, it may no longer be getting traction, so it's hard to decipher which ones you want to start with, which will give you the highest probability of making money right away. Or not right away, but at least getting your videos on track so that you can start meeting YouTube's requirements, which are simply 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 total views. Okay, so with that being said, what I use for vidIQ for is I go to the trending section. Now, when you go to this trending section, this is actually going to tell you what's pulling right now and getting the most amount of VPHs, which are views per hour. This is telling us that for every hour that goes by, 571.9 people have eyeballs on this page or this specific video, which is great. And so what I would do is then I would work with my team, which I'll explain who those people are in just a second, and then I would duplicate this video. I want to emphasize, when I say duplicate, I do not mean copy, I mean model. I mean take the things that are working and then make it your own, because if you copy bluntly, YouTube will not give you the credibility or authority, or even give you the face time on the browser or the suggested section element of their page, because you're already copying someone else who's already there. So you want to make sure that you have something original, but you want to base it on something that works. So what I would do now is I would click on this because, okay, you have Ronaldo's name, you have his, I guess this is a Lamborghini, it's black, I don't know what kind, but it looks great. You click on this, and the next thing I would do is I would use a service like YouTube Thumbnail Downloader, and I would simply copy this and press enter, and then all of a sudden you see this this thumbnail is now brought in. I would then take this, download it, and save it on my desktop, and I'll show you what to do with it next in just a second. Also, so now that I have that, the really great part about this branded channel, again, as I told you, they have high CPMs and you can make a lot of money that way. But in addition to that, you can make money through affiliate marketing. Why? Because you could make money online products. Now, this is not the training for how to sell as an affiliate. We're not talking about building funnels or anything like that, or email marketing campaigns. We're just talking about participating in an affiliate offer that allows you to refer people to a product, and if that person buys, you get a commission. So that's what I mean from that regard. Now, I see in this channel that they actually don't have an affiliate offer, which blows my mind, because if you're getting 100,000 plus views, even if just 1% of those people actually click on your affiliate offer and buy, that could potentially be 100 sales. Okay, so 100 sales, and whatever the price point it is, let's say it's 50% of a price point that you're going to get paid as an affiliate. If it's a $100 product, that's $50 times 100, and you're looking at $5,000 on top of whatever YouTube decides to pay you, which is pretty freaking cool. But they're not even doing that. They're just redirecting all of their traffic to their different social media platforms, which is great, and they're making money. Again, I said this channel is probably making about $17,000 a month, so not a bad place to be. But with an extra 5 on top of that for every video that goes viral, maybe you want to consider that. All right, so now that you do that, you want to pay attention to the headline. How Cristiano Ronaldo spends his money. To be honest with you, this isn't even really a great headline, but it's obviously it's getting enough traction. It's June 6th. While I'm shooting this, today is the 16th, so that's 10 days ago. So yeah, this video is probably going to get 500,000+ views over the duration, maybe even more. So that number that I gave you before, based on $100,000, will actually be a lot higher if it's 1%, right? So that's that's why it blows my mind. There's no link here. Anyway. So we have this, so we want to make sure that we have something appealing and that catches the person's eye, that grabs their attention. So we would definitely work on that, and that gives us the opportunity to improve on this. Another thing you want to pay attention to is just the brief description. You want to have a good description that tells the people what they're actually getting. And then, of course, with vidIQ, you'll be able to simply take these keywords right here and utilize these keywords and simply just copy it. If you press copy, you'll be able to put it on a piece of, or you can be able to put it on anywhere you want to, really. You can put it on, a Word document if you want. You can put it on a text document if you want. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you where I would put it so that I can literally model these keywords, because obviously these tags are getting some traction. Right, so now we have this. We have that. So before I get into my team and how I put things together so that we can actually make this work and start building a brand or building a channel that has the opportunity to go viral and make some additional money, then I would want to show you this one thing. So ClickBank is actually where you can go if you want to become an affiliate and drive traffic to that link. And if you know ClickBank already, I'm going to move on real quick. I'm not going to go too deep into this because this is not a training in affiliate marketing. But if you don't know, ClickBank is just a simple place for advertisers or vendors to sell their products in exchange for dealing with all the processing and all the headaches that normally come when you're dealing with on your own. Someone can simply list their products on ClickBank and make money. So what I would sell here personally would be some kind of make money online opportunity. I would go into the business and e-marketing section, and I'd pick, maybe something with affiliate marketing, maybe something with e-commerce, not operations, but definitely email marketing, something with SEO potentially, and video marketing, which is clearly something that's relevant. So you can kind of go through ClickBank, pick a product that works, pick a product that suits you, and then, simply just pick promote, and then grab the link and then put it directly under here and above the fold, which means where right above this place before it says show more, you just put that link there so more people get to view it, because not everybody clicks on this link. So that's what you'd want to do there. All right, so let me get into the team that you'd want to put together in order to make this work. So here's the team. I can say dream team, but team's fine. And simply how you find these people is you go on Fiverr or you go on Upwork. Either one is fine. There are some people who like to work with one person who does all three things, which is a writer, a voiceover, and a video editor. And I personally like that because you can definitely negotiate and get the best price when you do it this way, because if it comes packaged, you usually get the package price, and it could be a little bit more expensive. But again, it's going to depend on the person. It's going to depend on your time to find each one of these people, and it's really just got to depend on what feels right to you. Personally, I like to work with these individuals instead of working with one person who does it all. But again, that's your choice. And there's three ways to pay. You can pay COD, which means they do the project, cash on delivery. They do the project, you pay them right after. And that's okay when you have like 3 people to work with. But in addition to this channel, I have 4 other channels. So, having to pay each one of these people individually at the time in which they're done is a headache and a half. Trust me when I say that. So I just pay everybody on Friday at the end of the week. I don't like to accumulate at the end of the month. That's just too big of a tab to look at. Like, I'd rather just pay sporadically throughout each week and be able to do my accounting on a weekly basis that way. Okay, so, and then of course you can do it monthly if you just prefer to pay the bill at the end of the month. It's up to you. Typically you start off this way because if you're just getting these people together, there's a trust element there. So you definitely want to establish that trust, but then immediately head over to either weekly or monthly to handle the production that you have going on. So what do you pay? Typically I pay anywhere between $10 to $30 per writer, $10 to $30 per voiceover, $20 to $45 per video editor. It really will vary based on how you negotiate, but that's really kind of the ballpark. In addition, you can also choose to have at a per word basis for the writer and voiceover. So forever, whatever per word basis you can get them to negotiate and say yes to, that might be good as well. But doing it at the per word basis and charging that way, sometimes you have to pay for every word. If you get a negotiated price here at a flat rate, you can potentially have them do more and still pay them that flat rate, versus if you're paying per word and they do more, then you have to pay exactly what you want to do. But the best way to do is just figure out what your average lengths are for your videos. They typically recommend that you do 10 minutes, and the reason why they tell you to do that, when I say they, I mean gurus or people who are successful with this, is because you get to unlock more advertising strips from YouTube. Okay, you get more advertising opportunities. You can do mid-roll range. You can do in the front and the back, and you can just do a whole bunch more. Versus if you just have under 10 minutes, you can only do one advertisement. Okay, so that's kind of why people want to do that. So again, I would recommend you bang out as much content as possible. So get about 5 minutes or so. That means it makes it a little bit cheaper for you. And then once you're done, and you get monetized or have the availability to get monetized, then I would recommend, you go into 10 minutes so you can get the most bang for your buck for the videos. Yes, the videos that you previously created will only get that one ad roll in there. But again, if you're doing this for the long term, you're going to create way more videos in the future than you will in the past, right? So you got to think about it like that. One thing with the video editor, you want to make sure that you can try to find someone who can do thumbnails for you, unless you are that person. And if you want to keep your costs a little bit lower, so you're not paying anywhere between $40 to $105, which is the total cost that you'd be paying, then you can definitely do one or all of these roles. But I highly suggest, if you're trying to scale and do multiple channels, that you get yourself out of these roles as soon as possible from the money that you make, so you can reinvest and grow your business. So this is the sweet spot, as I show you right here, anywhere between $40 to $105 per full cycle of the video process, the creation process of the video. So writer, voiceover, editor. If you pay anything less than that, that's going to be too cheap. You're not going to get good quality. You're not going to get good duration. If you pay anything more than that, it's not worth it because the ends won't justify the means on that regard. So you really want to find something in there. And how you pay and the quality that you get is based on how long you're willing to look and how well you're willing to negotiate. Got it? All right, and then one key thing that you just want to pay attention to, make sure that they speak English, British, I'm sorry, they all have to speak English, but if they're going to have an accent, British, Australian, or Canadian is fine. Anything else, and you kind of hear this accent, and hey, nothing wrong with people with accents, but I'm just saying that it's your audience that if you're promoting to an American audience, then you want, because they have the highest, they pay out the most for the views, then you got to make sure that they're willing to listen to the person who's speaking, especially if it's a 10-minute video. All right, so you went on to Fiverr, you went on to Upwork, you know exactly who you're going to reach out to. The next thing you got to do is you got to put together a team. I personally love Trello as this especially if you're building to scale. So that you can really organize your thoughts. And maybe you can get away with it when your first channel, but when you have 4, 5, 6 channels, even more going on, you better have a system in place. All right, so what I would do, is, again, if I'm modeling this video as the first video, I would take the thumbnail and model it, not copy, and I would put it in here. So after I downloaded it from YouTube Thumbnail, I would then put it straight in here, and then I would also you see right here, 10 crazy things Ronaldo spends his money on. I actually added that, right? His was just how Cristiano Ronaldo spends his money. I say 10 crazy things Cristiano Ronaldo spends his millions on. And you can play around with this. You can go on thesaurus.com and you can really find a better word for crazy. You can have the word like bizarre, you can have strange, you can have weird, anything that's eye grabbing and attention grabbing, because this is what they're going to see. And then I would leave this for my video editor, whoever can do the thumbnails, and I would maybe change it to Cristiano, and then and maybe instead of having this Lamborghini black, I might have a Ferrari, because who even knows? I mean, it probably is his, right? But in some instances, when you see like these crazy cars, it's not even the person's, it's just very attractive. So I might even get like a spaceship, and just put it right there. Why? Because a spaceship people would be like, holy cow, a spaceship? He got a spaceship? I gotta click on this, right? So that's what you want to do. You're creating curiosity, and you have your guy do that. In addition to that, in the description, once this is, another thing I want to show you is, this is why you need Video IQ, because what you can do is you can copy, right, these tags, and then you can, voila, put it right here and paste it. And now you have the tag, so you don't have to go back. Trust me, if you have 10 videos going and you want to go back and you don't even remember the video that you were trying to model, then this is just the best way to do it, so it's all in one place, so you know where to go. All right, so you have this here, you have this there, and now what you want to do is once the writer is done, then you just move it down the assembly line to the voiceover. You get the voiceover to do his or her thing, and then once they're done, they're going to add a link into here, and then they're going to move that over to the assembly line. And then the video guy, he's going to do his thumbnail, he's going to do his video. Well, first of all, he's going to do his video. Once he does his video, then he's going to move it over and go to his thumbnail. And then once he goes to the thumbnail, you can actually create another section if you want to and say completed, right? And now it's completed. And if you want to take it to the next step, you can say uploaded on YouTube. Uploaded on YouTube. Alright, so now it's uploaded on YouTube. That gets to the last phase. Now you know this is done, and you've got yourself a process. Why is it important to have a process? Because you want to be able to duplicate it over and over and over again consistently. Well, that's it for this video, guys. I hope you got value from this. I hope you see exactly how you can create this video yourself. If you got value, please make sure to like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell for the latest updates. And if you don't have vidIQ, get on it. I have it right at the bottom of the description, and you can just grab it and get started and go. Take care.